Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Wasim, and for this hackathon, I've created Ask Mickey. I want to start by asking you a question. Do you think LLMs are making us lazy and kind of stupid? We're using ChatGPT and agents for lots of things in our day-to-day, but have we stopped and thought about how is this affecting our brains? For productivity and getting stuff done as a tool, they're pretty great. LLMs can write your emails, help you write up some response, code, do a homework assignment. Basically, you ask a question and you get a response. Now, for learning and understanding, I'm not sure if that's the best. When we get these responses from ChatGPT, we usually read it, pick out what we need, act on it, and most likely forget everything. Also, this process is under the idea that you even know what question to ask in the first place. At the end, you end up not remembering the details and you develop this reliance of using an LLM to complete your thoughts, your task, and your assignment. And I think that's dangerous. There's tons of studies showing that brain is like a muscle. The less you use it, the more it'll start to wither away. Ask Mickey is a space that helps you understand and retain information. It helps you ask the right questions and explore your interest. I just listened to a podcast by Dr. Andrew Huberman and Josh Waitzkin, and in the podcast, they touched on the topic of learning effectively. You can basically boil it down to the following: intense focus, testing yourself, and rest. If we double click on intense focus, I would expand on it as making connections, grouping things and categorizing them, referencing things that you already know, and taking these questions and breaking them down into smaller questions to help you understand and answer the original question. Josh Waitzkin calls this idea of focusing on answering the right question as the MIQ process, most important question process. A question like what is a neural network can be simplified by these two questions. And eventually, if you can answer these two simpler questions, you should be able to answer what is a neural network. And then as you grow in your understanding, you should be able to dig into deeper, more specific questions like how do LLMs use a neural network? As you can imagine, these graphs of questions can have multiple nodes, and then you have this gigantic graph of your understanding. Ask Mickey helps you with focusing on the material and retention. So let's give it a look. So let's say you have a class and you are learning about the nervous system. You can nervous system fall 2025. Let's say you had a question like, what is the main unit of the nervous system? Say the nerve cell. You can add another card. Let's say, what are the different nerve cells? And we can say motor and sensory. Now on this page, what we can do is we can make the description a little bit better using AI and LLMs. We can expand on a topic. So this question can give us two more questions. We can rewrite something if we would like to simplify it, and then we can create the deck. So now we have this new deck. Then we can go in here and we can review this deck by starting a review. And in the review session, we're using an LLM to determine how well we can rewrite the question or write the answer. So in this case, sensory neurons transmit signals from sensory receptors, example, to the central nervous system. What is the question? What is the nerve cell? See? If you get it right, goes to the next one. If you don't, it gives you a hint like so. Cool. You can go back to the dashboard and you can see all your decks of information and questions. But let's say you don't have information that you want to add, but you're just interested in exploring. What you could do is you can chat with the LLM, and as you are chatting with the LLM, it'll start creating cards for you. So photosynthesis, I can then say, what are examples of other green plants? Okay, so it creates more questions. And then at the end, I can go to create deck. I can review it and create the deck. Now, another portion of what I've created is that during the review session, instead of you reviewing through text, you can also review with an audio AI. So you can review with Mickey. You can click that. Yes, I'm ready to review.
Okay, let's get started. What is the main unit of the nervous system?
The neuron.
That's right. The neuron is the basic building block of the nervous system. All right, next question. How do motor and sensory neurons communicate within the body?
Synapse?
That's close, but not quite. Synapse is the junction between two neurons, but it's not
Gotcha.
how they communicate
Okay,
within the body. Think about how information.
cool. And that's basically it. So what's next for Ask Mickey? What we could do is we can have the agent take action after a review or after a review session is finished. We can potentially ask for different inputs like images and PDFs. And then it would be great to get this in the hands of students to see how they use it when they are studying new material. I'll leave you guys with this. There is such a thing as asking a stupid question. Don't be that person. I started this demo with a question which was, are LLMs and AIs hindering our ability to think clearly? And I'll leave that for you all to think about. If you want to try this out or you want to chat, you can find me on X, or you can scan this QR code and give it a go. Let me know what you think.